Today's episode picks up pretty much where the last one ended, so we get to find out who the mysterious, dart-blowing figure of mystery was. She is rampaging through ancient Greece, killing people, men, women, children, probably horses and sheep, and doing it all under the name of Xena, warrior princess. So now we see the real Xena and Gabrielle, who in their traipsing across ancient Greece aimlessly, have decided to stop in a tavern, where they meet this shabby McBedraggledson guy named Malus, who, as soon as he finds out this is Xena, goes all stabby-stabby, and, Xena fights him off and wins, obviously. But he's all righteous vengeance. Oh no, your name is Xena, you killed my son! And Xena's all, dude, I gotta bounce. See ya. Okay, and now we get to the part that I'm really, really excited about, because now we finally meet Joxer. Okay, and you don't understand, I have no idea how any of the rest of the Xena fandom feels about Joxer, but 14-year-old me had very strong feelings about Joxer, and they were very positive. Okay, fine, whatever, I don't care, I had a stupid big crush on Joxer and you can't change my mind. Whatever, haters gonna hate. So, Joxer comes along, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be a little starry-eyed here. I don't care. And he offers his help, and Xena gives him the nose pinch of rejection, and it's very sad. And Xena and Gabrielle just keep on trucking to try and figure out who is doing all these bad things when they get attacked again by Malus, the McShabby one. And they tie him to a tree. And Gabrielle leaves him with this, goodbye, Malus. I hope you find your peace. And I'm all like, dude, forget peace. Give the man a rope cutter. Peace will not help him when, wild boars come and attack him. I don't know, I assume there are wild boars in Greece. Maybe dogs. Maybe dogs. Maybe bad men. It's just, Whatever, Xena. They keep on going until they finally find Callisto and her army having a, pillage palooza of some village. Pillage the village, that's cool. And very wrong. And now we come to this utterly ridiculous scene of, line readings of great bomb drama. I mean, it's very, so it was you who threw that poison dart. Yes, it was I, leaving me free to revive your reputation as a killer. I mean, it's pretty much at that level. Anyway, Callisto, after her big reveal, rides away, and Xena starts questioning one of her warriors with a little of the pokey-pokey, and finds out she's got this big plan to, kill the Delphic Oracle. And they basically go on to have this whole conversation while all of the rest of Callisto's soldiers are, pillaging, and they don't ever actually stop them. I mean, honest to God, this scene ends with Xena walking away while there is still chaos and pillaging going on in this village, and it's really? But then we cut back to Callisto's camp, which is pretty much this really weird, tall, wooden structure that's in the middle of nowhere. And maybe I missed it, but I could never actually figure out what this thing was supposed to be or what it was supposed to be for, except that apparently Callisto has a ladder fetish. But anyway, the plot. It turns out that Callisto was betting that Xena would question this one particular warrior out of the entire city of pillagers. I don't really know how she knew, but apparently she knew, and now Xena knows the plan. And apparently this is supposed to be a big, it's a trap moment, except this is the real plan. And the plan is not going to change from killing the Delphic Oracle. It's just going to be just an invitation for Xena basically to show up. And I think there are better ways to do that, really. And now we find out that Joxer has been captured by Callisto. And because, he really just wants to help, because he's really just a good guy, and he doesn't really know how to help yet, and so he maybe kind of sort of offers to help Callisto. Anyway, she gives him this mission to kidnap Gabrielle, and we can all guess how well that's going to end. The next day, they arrive in the city, and Xena's gonna go protect the Oracle, and Gabrielle is gonna go do something else. I don't really know why they split up, but it basically leaves Gabrielle free to be attacked by Joxer, and basically she kind of keeps kicking his ass, like 5 or 6 or 7 times, and he keeps whipping out different means of destruction to try and get her, and she keeps just being like, dude, are you serious? Whack! It's awesome. Eventually, Gabrielle sits Joxer down for a little career counseling and is like, you know, maybe you shouldn't try to be an evil warlord, dude. You seem to not really have the skill set. And he's all sad about it, but then thinks that maybe you could be a fisherman? I don't really know. But she's all like, you would do great at that, I can tell. And he's all cheered up, and I basically still ship this. So now we cut back to Xena and Callisto, and it turns out that Callisto really is just, going ahead with her plan, and it fails because she told Xena her plan, and Xena showed up and stops it. I mean, this was a really bad plan. I'm sorry, Callisto. So Xena has to chase her halfway across ancient Greece from the look of it, but she finally gets her and, like, cuffs her, even though she doesn't actually have cuffs, so I just guess she has something convenient to tie her up with, which is kinky, now that I think about it. So now it's kind of hilarious, because to get back all the way to the village, Xena puts Callisto on Argo and, like, leads both horses, and Callisto's up there trying to, like, get Argo to go. And so Xena's all, Callisto, you can try all you like. Argo's not going to listen to you. Because as well we know, Argo is Argo the magic horse who speaks to other horses and behaves like, I don't even know, like maybe he's from Narnia. Oh my god, he is from Narnia. I have totally solved the mystery of Argo. He is Argo the talking Narnian horse. Ah! You're welcome, Xena fandom. Once they get back to the village, they have a new problem, because Malus has spent the whole time talking to the village people, which, I keep calling them village people, and then I think about, like, the YMCA village people, and that is not who is in this episode, even if that would be an awesome Xena episode. No, these are regular villagers, not village people. And now they are a small but feisty mob. I mean, it's like honestly 20 people maybe closer to like 15 or 10. But they're a mob, darn it. And Xena, because as I said, has gone all law and order, is now going to make sure that the law is followed and that Callisto gets a trial and is not, you know, ripped to pieces by the small but feisty mob. Anyway, the small but feisty mob manages to throw a torch into the jail cell and get the place on fire, and because Xena, apparently this is fire, so Xena, being Xena, rescues Callisto, and Callisto, being Callisto, locks her in the jail cell and leaves her to burn. By the time Xena gets herself free, Callisto has actually managed to kidnap Gabrielle, and so we get the inevitable epic girl fight on ladders, which, you know, you wouldn't think an epic ladder fight was inevitable, but knowing Callisto and her buckets of crazy life approach, yes, this was inevitable, because apparently that is the only purpose for the crazy big structure thing that Callisto hangs out around. It's a convenient ladder perch. And so they have their epic duel, like, on 2 ladders, and, like, apparently they were going for a Cirque du Soleil thing or something, I don't know. Of course, Xena eventually wins and decides not to kill Callisto because it's the right thing to do. And because this is the episode of dramatically over-the-top lines, Callisto leaves us with, right thing to do, that's what they think. And thus, the episode ends, leaving us with a few very important things to ponder. 1. Was it, in fact, the right thing to do? 2. Considering how the entire regular cast of Xena is coated in about an inch thick of bronzer, it is hilarious how pasty Joxer is. 3. Ponder my awesome Argo is from Narnia! Bam!